It's Tuesday, and your teen just burst through the door, excited about a dance that's happening on Friday. This is going to be their first middle school dance, and your mind is already split. Do I say yes or do I say no? For many of us, safety has always been the loudest voice, with most of us saying no to social situations because we were worried about bullying or hesitant to give a level of freedom and maybe some independence that we weren't exactly sure our child was ready for. But the real question isn't whether or not they're ready. The real question is, how do you get them ready? In today's video, we're going to break down how to level up our strategy for social situations, giving our teens even more independence. But first, hi, I'm Michelle, founder of the Clarity Consultant, and I help parents of neurodivergent children navigate transitions, especially the ones that nobody warned you about. As I was saying, social events are a big part of the middle school experience, and you and your child are likely seeing this from two completely different points of view. Your child may be feeling like they're finally ready for this because they're at an age where this is naturally expected. You may be feeling like this is coming out of nowhere. In the past, they simply may not have been aware these things were happening. You see, the social calendar's events were still happening, but all too often, our children's names weren't added to the list of invites. Whatever the reason, many of our children have little or no experience whatsoever with things like this. So, not only do we need to give this experience a careful review, we need to do a bit of parental reassessment. You see, how we navigate this simple milestone will speak volumes to our child and the community around them as future events approach. Before you even get to yes or no, you may want to have a conversation with your teen first. Start by validating the excitement. This is a big deal, and their enthusiasm matters. Highlight to them the importance of this milestone moment, and after you've celebrated for a bit, open up a dialogue with your young adult. Ask them what specifically sounds exciting to them about this. Is it the music, the lights, the whole atmosphere? Or is it really about getting to hang out with a few of their specific friends? Their answers will tell you something you couldn't have known otherwise. Now, if it's about the friends, excellent. You're probably, of course, thinking about who they'll be with. Have you met them? Do you know their parents? And what do they really know about your child? Keeping all of this in mind, by the way, none of this is appropriate to ask your child, but it could directly influence the answer of whether or not they're ready for this event. In the same way that we prepare for things at home, this is an ideal opportunity to get to know your child's friends. Sending a friendly text to the parents not only introduces you to them, but allows you to better understand who your child wants to socialize with. Now let's think about a different part. Maybe they aren't interested in the friends. Maybe it's the lights and the music that they're thinking about, while you're thinking about the sensory load that they're dealing with. And how long can this actually be sustained before it becomes too much? By the way, just as you're considering all of these questions, this is the perfect time to ask a few questions of yourself and consider your answers honestly. Is my hesitation coming from something I'm still carrying, an old fear, a past experience, something that has nothing to do with this actual event? Or am I seeing something real, a risk my teen genuinely can't anticipate because they haven't had the experience to know what to watch for? Those are two very different reasons to pause, and only one of them should actually get influence to your answer. At the end of the day, this is still your decision to make. But there's a real difference between making a decision and equipping your child with the understanding of how you arrived there. That difference is transparency. Share your concerns with them and speak your truth. Let them know what you're weighing and why. When you take their enthusiasm and their feelings seriously while opening up about your thought process, you both end up in the right place together. And this matters far more than just about this dance and this event. The way you handle this conversation becomes the model for every bigger conversation still ahead, whether it's dating, driving, even how to handle disagreements with coworkers and teachers. Transparency now is what makes your teen expected now and trusted later. Now, if you're leaning towards that yes, before you do, have a strategic conversation with the school or event staff. Is there a quiet space that students like yours can retreat to if this becomes too much? Are the staff and chaperones aware and prepared for your teen's specific needs? How many adults are going to be supervising, and what is the ratio? How does the entry and exit actually work if they need to leave early? Is there security on site in case a conflict happens between other teens? And if your teen has other medical issues beyond their neurodivergent profile, ask directly. Are medical situations like medicine or personal care needs going to be handled? These questions are an excellent opportunity for you to show where you can help. If you want to be there, but you don't want your child to feel like this is exclusively about them, you might want to offer with the concession stand or to walk the floor during the dance to help keep an eye on things. Maybe you simply want to be a door greeter and help with the tickets. Whatever you choose to do, this is an opportunity for you to be involved without making your child feel like this is exclusively about them. This is the way an engaged parent deals with the everyday experience of teenhood. And that's what you want your child to see. You making this feel normal and everyday, while at the same time making sure that you're putting in place safeguards for an unwanted but possible situation where you might need to help out. You see, the goal isn't to have something go wrong. The goal is to expand their world. And heck, maybe expand yours too. Of course, not every event is going to require this level of assessment. In fact, here's how I've always thought of it. Parenting through moments like this is kind of like cooking. Sometimes you need to add more salt, sometimes more sugar. And figuring out which one to add depends on your goal for the outcome. For me, it starts with bandwidth. What did the end of a normal week always look like for my teen? If a 2-hour movie on a Friday night was already pushing their limit, that told me something. Then I'd look at the event itself. Strobe lights, loud music, people standing too close. A 3-hour block of time with no easy way to leave early and not wanting to draw undue attention all became too much. And those were all factors that I had to consider. Those are all variables that may not have been thought about by your team. Because truth be told, it may not be whether or not you trust your teen, but whether you've actually looked at this specific event and asked of them What is it you want to get out of this? Is it the opportunity to hang out with friends? Or have you really thought about how long this is going to happen? One more thing worth naming here. For a lot of us, this parental experience is kind of like a bubble where not only are we navigating our teens' world, it's about managing our own emotional barometer along the way. If that resonates with you, take a moment and check in with you. Allow yourself to see what you feel is valid. Number one, that's most important. Maybe it's an ideal moment to talk with other parents navigating similar situations. I created a Facebook group for parents like us to open up about our unique and shared journey. I left the link in the description box below, and I would love to see you there. As I was saying, parenting is an ever evolving experience, and we need to assess things from the side of our child in addition to our own side. We know as adults that things need a longer lens. They don't always know that yet, but there's something we tend to forget as well. A past behavior isn't always a good predictor of a future experience. Maybe your teen struggled with social settings before. That doesn't mean that they aren't ready to try again. My encouragement to you is this: see this as an opportunity to try something new. There are safeguards here that simply were not available in the real world. So why not at least consider it? This is also the ideal opportunity to be honest with your teen about what you're doing. You might say something like, I'm thinking about reaching out to the school to see if there's a way that maybe I can help them. Honestly, I could use a chance to talk to other parents and maybe make a friend or two myself. What this does is it shows your child what advocacy looks like in real time. The bonus is, of course, your teen gets to witness you expanding your social circle, and it will encourage them to expand theirs as well. The bottom line is life is coming at you very quickly and it's changing on an almost daily basis. No answer is right or wrong. You just need to pick the right answer for your family for right now. I'm Michelle, your clarity consultant, and I'm here to help you navigate this terrain. But for now, please be sure that you've liked and subscribed to the channel because I drop videos like this every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Central. And until I see you again, take care. Bye-bye. The bottom